And I have to make this video and expose all of this because I feel like they don't ever listen to me when I talk. How you gonna get mad at me for talking to a camera when you never listen to me? Who am I supposed to go to? Y'all dumping all of this toxic energy into my being, and I'm never supposed to find an outlet. Greetings, Earthlings. It's your girl Sydney here, and I'm just gonna jump right into the topic of the video. Hold on, how much minutes? Okay, I got 23. Oh, that's a synchronicity. On this channel, I made a video called "The Pains of Being a Black Sheep," and it was a very emotional video. I advise y'all to go check that out so that y'all can kind of get a backstory on my situation. So I'm the middle child. And so, you know, I'm the middle child and I am treated like the middle child, meaning that sometimes I'm treated like a stepchild. Sometimes I'm treated like I'm a cousin, you know, a step cousin, god dang it. It just be feeling like that sometimes. And today I finally just decided that, you know, after everything that happened with my family, all the drama, everybody's always blaming me for everything that goes wrong in their life. And like I was the family scapegoat. Whenever there's an issue, it's always Sydney's fault, simply because I never stood up for myself. I allowed them to do it. I allowed them to repeatedly, every time they were mad about something, they always would attack me. It's always, let's attack Sydney and let's keep on doing it and keep on doing it year after year after year, without ever thinking that maybe Sydney has limits and boundaries. That maybe Sydney just doesn't need to hear us talk for once. They're always talking, always judging, you know? And I came to the conclusion that they're all narcissists. And anybody who has been a part of the narcissist versus empath relationship, you know the hell of being a part of that type of relationship. No matter what you do in a relationship with the narcissist, they will always try to convince you that you are never good enough. They will always undermine your efforts. No matter how many times you apologize after making a mistake, they will always try to convince you that you don't feel sorry. They'll always throw that in your face. Oh, no, you don't care. No, you don't care. Oh, you're just faking it. I don't accept your apology. Or, you know, you keep apologizing and then they feed off of that apologetic nature. You know, I was very apologetic. I was an extreme people pleaser, terrified of conflict, and a narcissist loves that. They love people who are empathic, you know, because empaths have a tendency to be people pleasers. We feel people's pain and we don't want people to feel pain. And if we do make somebody feel pain or hurt somebody, we beat ourselves up for it. And then it's just an awful type of situation. And anybody who has ever dealt with a narcissist up close and personal, you know that it is pure hell. And they will always make you feel like you are not good enough. And that everything is always about them. You got to please me. Listen to what I have to say. And then as soon as you speak your mind and say what you need to say, then they're going to be like, oh, you don't have the right to speak. Oh, you're being disrespectful. How dare you speak up for yourself? It's like no matter what you do, they're always going to try to pull something from what you say and do and try to find a problem with it and throw it in your face and make you feel like that you're just this horrible human being. When the entire time, they a lot of times will try to make you feel like that you're the toxic one when they're the ones that's toxic. You know, coming back home after dealing with being homeless for 9 months, I came back and I sat down with these particular two family members. You know, they acted like they cared. You know, I was crying about my experiences being out there being homeless, and they acted like they cared. But then as soon as they had an opportunity to make me feel like I wasn't good enough, they jumped on that train. The worst part about it is that one of them came to me and said, hey, you know, if you need financial help, I got you. And she did it consistently, you know, over and over again. I insist, because I told her, I don't really want to treat you like a walking bank. That's what I said verbatim. I said, I don't want to treat you like a walking bank. I don't really feel comfortable doing that. And I was hesitant in the beginning because I already didn't have a lot of trust for her because of shady, manipulative, two-faced stuff that she had did to me in the past. The family treats her like she's always the victim. No matter what, she's always in the right. Sydney's always wrong because Sydney doesn't matter. Because Sydney's feelings don't matter. That's always how I've felt. And they will deny it and be like, oh no, we do care about you. We do care about you. But actions speak louder than words. You care about me 1 minute, but then as soon as somebody talks crap about me to you, you flip it. And then all of a sudden you don't care about me because somebody else is mad at me. That's always been the vibe. That's the vibe. And it's all twisted up, misconstrued information that is always, I'm always villainized. It's like no matter what Sydney does, we're going to try to make it so that she's this villain. And it's the most frustrating, agonizing experience. And I was fed up and I left, and I've been gone for 4 months. I was staying with who is now my ex-boyfriend, but at the time he was my boyfriend. And he, brought me to Memphis, and I've been staying in Memphis ever since for the past 4 months. And I didn't reach out to them for months and months and months because I just, this is heavy, honestly. And sometimes, and I'm gonna be honest, I'd be hesitant to make videos talking about this because it's very heavy. And just to rehash all of it is a lot. Hold on, I gotta pause the video. Hold on. I'm gonna continue with this chest pain that I'm feeling. Honestly, the situation is honestly, I feel like it's affecting my physical health. I mean, I know that she loves me. I don't want to ever paint it like, that she's this monster. Like, I know that she loves me, but anyways. So I got tired of holding the pain in here in Memphis, just being here month after month after month. Like, I cried a lot to my ex-boyfriend when we were together, and I just struggled mentally with this whole situation because I felt that they treated me like dog crap. I felt that they treated me like a stranger. Like, how could you not be concerned about my safety when I'm gone for 24 hours? Like, and then you do finally get a chance to say something to me when you weren't blocked for a good 2 weeks, and you still didn't say, are you okay? Are you safe? Where are you? And it really bothered me. Like, the whole thing, like, how could y'all really treat me like this? And your argument is she borrowed money from me that I offered. I came into her space and said, if you need money, I insist on helping you. I took her help, and then she used it against me and tried to turn everybody against me and say, look at what Sydney did. She took money from me. Look at what Sydney did. I have these health problems, and she didn't care about my health problems. She just wanted to take money from me. And she didn't even tell me about half of her health issues. I didn't even know her situation. I didn't even know that it was as bad as it was. She kept me in the dark. That's how they do me. I'm a monster for accepting the help that you offered. That's your argument. That's your reason for hating me so much. So I got tired. This video was just to show you the receipts of, I texted my mom because I was tired of holding this pain in for all these months. I was like going on rants, to my ex-boyfriend and out loud to myself. Like, I just felt really, really, really distraught. Like, I was like, I cannot believe, like, when I tell y'all, I felt so distraught. And if y'all watch the video Pains of Being a Black Sheep, y'all will feel that pain, and y'all will know like where I was coming from. I filmed that video. It was like the day that I had left home. And I have to make this video and expose all of this because I feel like they don't ever listen to me when I talk. How you gonna get mad at me for talking to a camera when you never listen to me? Who am I supposed to go to? Y'all dumping all of this toxic energy into my being, and I'm never supposed to find an outlet. That's always going to be that argument. My mom never understood me talking about my issues to YouTube. She never understood it. She tried to make me feel like a monster for that, and I'm just like, I'm not trying to hurt you by using YouTube as therapy, and also using YouTube as a way to encourage other people and inspire other people and make other people who are in a similar situation to me feel better. That's all I'm doing. I'm trying to make relatable content by talking about what I go through so that other women or men, whoever has narcissistic family members, and not even just narcissistic family members, but just overly critical, judgmental family members that always tell you that you're not good enough no matter how hard you try. Like, I like to talk about that. So anyways, I sent a text message this morning. It was like 7:30. I didn't even think that she would be up that early, to be honest, because usually she don't even get up to like 9. Like when I was living with her, she usually didn't get up to like 9:30, and I figured that she wouldn't see the text messages until she woke up. And she used that against me. Oh, you're so selfish. Like, you texting me all early. This is what you want me to wake up to. No, I don't care. You know, because growing up, there was always this this energy of you need to care about what I have to say about you, but I won't care about what you have to say about me. Whatever I say about you is just total facts. No matter how vile and mean and manipulative it is, it's just facts, and you have to live by that and absorb that. Absorb my hatred towards you. But if you say anything about me at all, anything negative, you're automatically delusional. And that was the vibe of the text messages. I'm telling you that you've hurt me. And the overall vibe is, no, I didn't. You're just delusional. Like, really? It's like, there's no way that I could have hurt you because I'm perfect. And I really didn't want to go too deep into it because I really am trying to heal from it and move on. But I really need to let it out. There's people who's going through similar stuff. So y'all, look at the receipts, look at the text messages, and those text messages came from like me just being tired of being silenced. Everybody's always like, don't speak. I literally went to a psychic and she channeled my energy. So a psychic, it's just crazy, like a complete stranger. And she told me from channeling my energy that I was conditioned to feel that I didn't deserve to speak and that my throat chakra was blocked because of it. But it's all made up though. Me being silenced and being the black sheep is all made up. Even though a complete stranger who was a psychic told me that. And mind you, I told her nothing about my family and my life. Psychics are real. I'm like, oh my God, how do you pick up on that? But I have psychic abilities too, so I shouldn't even be surprised. That's so Sydney. Read the receipts. Catch the vibe. The vibe is Sydney is tired of being treated like her voice doesn't matter. We can say whatever nasty, mean thing we want to say to her, but how dare she speak up against that? So many times, they said nasty, mean things to me and I couldn't take it. And so I decided to take it upon myself to get up and walk out of the room. And they treated me like I was a horrible person for getting up and walking out of the room. After somebody said that they wished that I would get hit by a bus, they wanted to rip my hair out, flip me off, and then later on apologize for this behavior because this person knew that it was immature and wrong. But then decided to do it all over again, but we're not going to go into that. The fact of the matter is that when I'm speaking and I'm saying what I'm saying, this is coming from a real genuine place. If I say you hurt me, you hurt me. If I say you did something wrong, you did something wrong. Because the argument is always, we're always right. And you're always wrong. We can kick you in your face. And you can get up and say, don't do that to me. And we will try to make you feel bad for the tone that you used when you said, don't do that to me. No, they never was physically violent with me. This is just an example. But I've been threatened. My would threaten to be physically violent with me and really wouldn't hardly get any repercussions. But I'm the monster here, even though I've never threatened to hit her or be violent towards her. Instead, I'd clap back like the people-pleasing empath. Not even people-pleasing. This was more of like the understanding empath that I am. I said, after she apologized for the threats, the threats of violence, I said, I understand. I forgive you. I always try to forgive. Even while I'm over here with all this hurt in my heart, I would tell my ex-boyfriend, after I would go on rants, I would say, but I will forgive them one day. But will they ever say that for me? I highly doubt it. The levels of immaturity, I highly doubt it. The fact of the matter is, I have a right to speak. The whole argument is always, Sydney, no matter what you say, you're just coming from a delusional place. Your feelings don't matter. I never hurt you. All you do is hurt me, but I could never in a million years hurt you. There's always this judgment against me. Sydney's just so imperfect. Sydney's just so flawed. And then meanwhile, they do all this toxic stuff. And I'm like, y'all clearly have things that y'all need to work on. So for you to judge me so harshly to the point where you want to fight me over nothing, over nonsense. Oh my gosh, some beans on the floor. And I think it's Sydney. Let me threaten her to hit her. Let me threaten to hit her. Does any of this make sense? It doesn't. This is nonsense. And I've tried to make sense out of it. And that's why I was in so much pain. Because when you try to make sense out of nonsense, you drive yourself crazy. But this is coming from a not 100% healed place. So also just take that into account. I'm still angry and I'm still hurt, but I am choosing to heal and I'm choosing to forgive. I have not 100% forgiven. I want to let that be clear. I have not 100% forgiven yet. And that's not a good thing. You know, when you read scripture, the Bible talks about forgiveness for a reason. Forgiveness will set you free. And there's times when I forgave and I forgave and I forgave and I forgave and it made me feel good. But when you keep forgiving and they keep doing the same stuff over and over again, you get to a point where you get tired of forgiving them. But I know that I can't be tired of something like that. But yeah, that's all I really have for this video. The moral of the story is, if you let people take your voice away from you, you're going to suffer, okay? You're going to suffer. And no one is going to give you a voice. No one is going to speak up for you. I didn't speak up for myself. And that's why they felt that it was okay to say all these mean, nasty things to me. And then try to convince me that I have no right to be upset. They always feel that I never have a right to have emotions. While they cry and scream and have all the emotions that they want. Coming into my room and destroying my things with all of your emotion. You have a right to have those emotions, but I don't have a right to feel anything towards that. That's wrong. Recognize a narcissist versus an empath. An empath empathizes. A narcissist never will. And that's all I have, ladies and gentlemen. Love yourself and love life. Deuces.